to have some fun and to break from work, it'll drive you crazy. You'll feel like you have pressure all day long. But by the same token, nobody comes in and says, I want to do in school. Nobody in this class anyway. And if you allow yourself to, at work time, start thinking about, oh, you know, I'd rather be playing video games, or I'd rather be fishing, or he's so dreamy. Whatever it is those things are that are creeping into your mind when you're supposed to be doing your work, they stop you from doing a great job with your work. And likewise, when it's time to relax and have fun, it's time to relax and have fun. It's not time to sit there with some gnawing feeling about schoolwork in the back of your mind. Both of those things are dangerous. They're both unhealthy, and they're not good. So learn to compartmentalize. When it's time for this, we do this. When it's time for that, we do that. I don't do this when I'm supposed to be doing that. That's how issues come up. All right, so let's go over these two questions. And we definitely improved as a class, but some of the nature of the mistakes, not cool. I think it might have been White Sox that did this. That's a 10. I had to laugh. I think it was you. Was it you? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. This is what she writes. I'm teasing her here a little bit. Everybody, that's all good, right?
Floats my goats.
Right? All right. Float your goats. So with some floating goats.
My goats.
What?
Totes my goats.
Totes your goats. Okay. This is what she writes.
What?
She squared.
Wait.
She squared. I agree. She squared.
Before she got.
Yeah, she didn't half.
You got a hat.
You got a half. You wrote it. You had to go right there. It should be x plus what? 5 squared. Now, in order for this 5 to be here, what's missing up here?
That
25,
25, bro.
bro. That would be it. So this would also be 25. Agree? So that makes this 33. So far, so good?
Totes my goats.
Now you're going to toast your goats? These poor goats. All right, now, so this then becomes square root. I'm going to call the ASPCA on you.
But I'm not harming you, goats.
Oh, yeah, you are. Now, the poor goats, like Phoebe walks into the goat pen and they're like, all right. Now, the 5's missing a head. Okay. So minus 5 to both sides, and I get x equals -5 plus or minus the square root of 33. Are we good?
Totes my goats. I need to stop saying that now.
You think? All right.
What was it you're making fun of her?
Did anybody understand that?
Yeah.
Because all I heard was,
Making fun of her. Yeah.
I understand.
you did?
Yep.
Yeah.
What did you say?
She said she has to stop saying that now, and I'm like, only because you're making fun of her.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, how can you not make fun of Phoebe? I mean, come on. All right.
Well, it's totes as in total. So like,
Oh, I didn't know that's what totes means. I thought it was like you carry it around, because that's what the tote means.
oh, didn't know that. I don't know. I heard it somewhere. And
Like you have a tote, you know, like the
Well,
tote's a
I
little
think
bag.
But I think of totes. I think of totally.
Totally.
Like as in like the abbreviation of totally.
Well,
So I guess I
I'm
heard it
totes
somewhere.
not down with that. All right,
What does goat stand for?
I don't know.
that's an animal.
Totes.
Man.
No, he said
Man.
like totally got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Totes my goat. Is that
Oh boy.
I think I've heard that. I would say.
Now, little quadratic formula at work here. Ready?
Yay.
X equals -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus squared 4ac all over 2a. Now, when I was a kid growing up, I had a very weird mom. I still have a weird mom. Anybody else still have a weird mom? Anybody's mom weird here? My mom was weird, and my mom would get offended if she like heard this. So maybe she'll go on the internet and listen to this and go, my mom was weird. My mom is still weird. My mom will always be weird. It's just a piece of work. So anyway, when we were kids, did you ever have your parents like tell you to do something and you like completely ignore it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know how weird my mom was? My mom, we used to watch the TV in the living room, and we didn't have remote controls like we do now. You used to like, if you wanted to change the channel, you have to get up out of your chair, walk over to the TV, and actually turn the channel. And also the volume, if you wanted to make it louder or quieter, you had to turn the little button. So we had a house where my dad, he worked nights a lot. So my mom would always want to make sure the TV was down for my dad, plus my mom liked the TV lower too. So my mom would just like walk by us in the living room, she'd go, lower it. And then she'd walk by 2 minutes later and go, lower it. Walk by 2 minutes later and go, lower it. Edge of meanness. You ever hear the edge of meanness? So she would do this. So she did this for the longest time. And I looked at my sister one day and I said, watch this. And I walked up to the TV before my mother came to the living room and I turned the volume completely down. So there was no noise coming out of the TV at all. And what do you think my mother did? She walks by and goes, lower it. And we died laughing going, Ma, there's no volume on the TV. Lower it, lower it. And don't talk to me like that. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Mom could be a bit weird, so could her son. No. What did I think of weirdness for?
Phoebe.
Oh, that's why. Oh, my mom had this weird thing. Like, she'd look at us, and like she'd tell us to do something. And after so many Lower It episodes, do you think we're listening to what she tells us to do? No, I mean, there's no noise coming out of the TV, and she's looking right at you saying, lower it. So, of course you're not going to listen to this woman anymore. So, she used to look at us and go, you know, it's like talking to the wall. And she'd turn around and go, hello, wall, how are you? Right, your mom does the same? Yeah, that's what my mom would do. So, likewise, yesterday, do you remember the little speech about how you have to put the -8 in parentheses when you go to square it? Well, two young ladies in the room, they wrote, right, this was their work, right? Here we go. X equals, now the negative of -8 is 8. Every person in the room got that, right? We're looking good. Square root of, and we go to b squared, and I see this on their paper, -4 times 1 times -20, and I'm going, yeah, we're rocking it. Looking good, everything's good, right? Everything's looking good, fine, just notice no X's. And then we turn around and they do this. I'm going, hello, wall? You have to put a negative in parentheses when you square it, or the calculator will always do the opposite.
Wait, why is there an F?
What F? That's a plus. So x equals 8 plus or minus the square root of 144 over 2. So x is, now, square root of 144 is 12. 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 divided by 2? 10.
That's only
Kirsten did all of this lovely work. It looked beautiful and awesome. And this is how she leaves her answer.
What about me?
Oh, yours was not beautiful. Yours was like, well, maybe it's this one. If not, oh, we can go with this one. Don't mind the fact that I didn't put the 2 on the bottom. You're not supposed to notice that. And then this one over here, well, we won't put the negative sign there, but I'm sure it's one out of those 3. Give me 100. Now, and then the next one would be -4 over 2, which is -2.
I used
Okay?
to do that on tests. I used to be like, it's this one or this one.
Listen,
No,
kids,
it's just show your
listen.
work. You just gotta look for the
Guys,
right one.
time out. Listen, there's one area in my life that I was a horrible parent. I never drank in my life. I've never been drunk. I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never done a drug of any sort. Never in my entire life. And so when my kids would come home after drinking, I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't recognize the signs. But I was a student. And everything you try to do, been there, done that. Like, for instance, multiple choice. And let's just say that the choices are A, B, C, D, E.
When now pick C.
Wait, what?
You know where I'm
When
going
now
with that,
pick
don't
C.
you?
I don't do it.
No, but have you ever done it? Come on, tell the truth.
No, I didn't B.
No, let's say the answer was, let's say you couldn't decide if it was C or E. So you write something that could be interpreted both ways, so that if your teacher comes up and marks it wrong, you go, but I meant it to be the other, right? Yeah, you've been there, right? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
no, I'm not gonna want to doubt pick C. It's like a thing.
that's the coach friend philosophy.
I didn't doubt pick B.
Yes, Sam.
Instead of just doing x plus 12 or x minus 12, can you divide by 2 and then do it that way?
You have to square root first, then divide by 2, and you'd have to divide both by 2. Okay, because the 2 on the bottom has to go to the 8 and the 12.
It's still there.
Then you could do it. Yeah. Right here, the 2 could go into the 8 to make 4, and it could go into the 12 to make 6. Then you get 4 plus 6, which is 10, and 4 minus 6, which is -2. Just make sure you do both. If you don't do both, you'll get it wrong. Okay. So, let's see here. You know, sometimes they take this whole political correctness stuff just a little too far. It's bad when you have to think about how to pronounce the names, because you can't concentrate on the man. I guess that's petite or petit. I don't know. And then I think that's supposed to be Rui, but see? Ryu. Yeah, but see, Rui is usually spelled R-U-Y, so anyway, well, no, it's not Raul. So they each throw a baseball in the air. The vertical height of his baseball, or her, because that looks feminine to me, is represented by the graph P of T above. P represents the vertical, I guess, height of the baseball from the ground, and T represents the time in seconds. So this is R of T, so I guess this is Rui or whatever, and this is petite or petit or whatever. And so now we have some questions based on this stuff. And the first question is, which baseball got the highest? Well, this one looks like, yeah, because the 98s are both here and here, that's the symmetry. So 102 feet is the maximum for R. And for P, well, listen, even if you can't read it, it's clearly less than 100 because those are 2 digits.
See, that's what I said.
Exactly. So therefore, R put the ball higher. Whose ball reached the ground fastest? Well, this one was 3.52 seconds, agree? And this guy here, 0.51, 1.52, 2.53, that's 3.5, and clearly it's before 3.5, agree? So the P one had it reach faster. Pettit claims the ball reached its maximum faster than Rui. Is this correct? Well, Rui gets it at 1 second, and it looks to me like R is also at 1 second, so no, I would say that's not correct. They meet at the same time. P of 0 and R of 0 values explain what it means in the problem. That means at time 0, it's the height from which you throw the ball. And, Rui claims to throw the ball higher than Pettit is claimed correct. Yes, it is, because he throws it 102 feet and the other one's around 98. Okay, now, next up, ready? Time to graph these equations. Get your calculator out.
I got my calculator.
Yep. Get that calculator. Denise Riley. Everybody got your calculator out? Calculator out. Very important. You're going to learn something here. Take your calculator and graph y equals x squared. You're going to have to do a lot of looking on your own papers here. I think you're going to really like today and tomorrow's lesson. It's the same thing. And I believe it's very easy.
It's such a beautiful little.
It's a beautiful little parabola, yes. A parabola which totes my goats. Now, ready? Now I want you to graph this one. Y equals, and then in parentheses, x minus 2 squared.
Like y2.
What's that?
Like
This one on here.
Yes, keep it on there. Thank you.
I don't know how to do it both.
You don't know what?
you go down to 2, like y2.
Yeah, go down to y2.
How do you get out? Which one? I did x squared and 6.
You should get a parabola with x squared.
Oh, I like that one too.
It said you can't. Oh, go to Zoom 6. Just type in Zoom 6 and you'll be able to do it. There's usually something wrong with the window range when you
Can
do
we just
that.
type in all of them?
It says only one function. I don't know.
Anyway,
Mine are looking real pretty.
okay. When you do this, your parabola should look as follows. Ready? The red one is the original parabola.
Mine aren't colored.
The blue one, that's x minus 2,
No.
It just increases.
should look like that.
That one should be over.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
We're very in different areas. I need to pull you all in here. Hey, look this way. Does anybody get parabolas that look like this? We should have, the whole class should look like this. The key is, Kirsten, make sure that you have your parentheses there.
I have my.
And then the squared is outside the parentheses.
I don't have my square.
What?
It doesn't look like that.
It should definitely look like that.
Mine looks like the first one, and then another one just like one
No,
step over.
you put a
and
negative.
then
Two
another
steps
one.
over.
No,
I didn't ask you to do the third one yet. I only want the first two.
well, it still looks like that. I just like folded it.
Okay, anyway. Now, are we all on the same page? No? Listen, if you have a problem putting your graph in, or whatever, if you type in Zoom 6, it puts the center of the graph about you, and you should have no problem doing this. Is there any other questions? Okay, I need everybody to look here. Stop typing in calculators, stop doing everything. Look. Here was the original graph in red. Here's the blue graph. I put the blue parentheses up there. What's the difference between the red graph and the blue graph?
They're on different. They're not.
Hello, Walt.
Oh,
What's the difference? Go ahead.
the color.
It
Counts.
What up? Come on, what's the difference? Don't they look pretty much alike?
Yeah.
But there's one difference between them. What is it? Somebody else. Yes! And how does that different equation affect how the graphs look? No! Look, isn't it as if they took the red graph and just slid it over a little?
That's right.
But that's not
Hey!
good.
How many places do you think that they done slid that red graph over?
2.
Oh, do we see a 2 anywhere?
Minus 2. I see 2.
Do you have like mercy on me when I go home at night? Now look, hey, this is important. Stop, look. It's kind of weird here, because this says -2, but I went 2 in which direction? To the right. Now I want you to graph the next one.
Will it go back?
Keep the other 2 on the screen, and do this as Y3.
How do you do Zoom 6?
You zoom 6. Oh boy.
Oh, look, I got it now.
Golly.
Oh, but you reversed it.
Hold that thought.
Okay. 2.
Okay, so now, when we graph x minus 2 squared, we get that. Agree? Hey! Anybody see a 2 on the board? Okay, so if you were to summarize what you've learned from this, when it says -2, you go 2 to the right. When it says +2, you go 2 to the. So do you notice how it's reversed? Like +2 is over here, yet the one that said -2 went to the right. And -2 is over here, yet the green one is the one that went to the left. So this is called, ready? Horizontal shift. Horizontal
Remember that.
shift. And whenever, listen, very careful. Horizontal shift is always in the parentheses. Where is horizontal shift?
In the parentheses.
So it just takes the parabola and it slides it left and right, and it's always opposite. Right? If it's positive, it goes to the negative side, and if it's negative, it goes to the positive side. Now, what do you think this is going to do at the end? The +3 at the end, what effect do you think that has? Let's do this, ready? On your calculator right now, just go to erase the second one and the third one, keep it at y equals x squared, and then under y2, do y equals x squared plus 3, and see what happens.
Ah. Wait, we're doing x minus 5 squared plus 3.
No, you're
It
just
got
gonna do
smaller.
y equals x, no, you're gonna do y equals x squared and y equals x squared plus 3. Doesn't get smaller.
It got shorter.
That's only because the screen ran out.
No, no, it's not.
Do you notice how it went up?
Yeah, it got
Yeah.
shorter.
The vertex went up. How many units did it go up?
3.
3. So this is called vertical shift. Now, notice something else about vertical shift. If the vertical shift is positive, does it go up or down? Up. If the vertical shift is negative, what do you think you would do? Down. Let me show you how easy it is for me to draw choice A. Ready? I'm going to go 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go up 3. There's my problem. Okay? So today was horizontal vertical shift. Tomorrow we'll do horizontal and vertical shift. Which one's in the parentheses, horizontal or vertical? Very good. Hasta la vista. Vaya con Dios. Toodaloo. Ta-ta. Arrivederci. Smile a lot. Ciao. Arrivederci. Adios, amigos y amigas.
Did you say your name is Zane?
No. Karusharus. Kadafis. Shalom. Enjoy. Hasta la bye-bye. Sayonara. Toast my ghost. I should put that on the end from now on.
And every time you say it,
Think of the Lawson clan. That's appropriate given the long history of the Lindquists and the Lawsons. This is approximately, how old is your sister now, Kelly?
30.
So this is, I would have had her in class 18 years ago. This is an 18-year history. What's up, buddy?
Nothing, just stole fork.
Stole a fork? Hey, you can always
Salad
grab.
dressing too.
You can always grab pomegranates. They're always in there. Who are you today?
Half-Pit Farmer. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Wore
Been a while.
sweatpants and nice shirt.
Yep. Well, just yesterday I was telling Neil Katz, I go, you know, the last, because I walked into the meeting, for the pillar meeting with sweats on, and I go, listen, I'm sorry, I got softball intramurals after this. I didn't want to do it with my clothes. He goes, no, you look really comfortable. I go, Neil, I'm so glad you said that because I see my kids wear sweats to school every day, and I told them my very last day of teaching in 2018, I'm wearing sweats. He goes, I go, yeah, so that means they'll come here to building me up.
Matter of fact, I don't really care if it was the last day.
Right.
Good morning, South Ocean Middle School. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. We will now have James with our weather report.
Hello, my name is James Tully, and this is the weather report for February 23rd. The present temperature is 40 degrees Fahrenheit and it feels like 33 degrees. It's cloudy and the humidity is 67%. Visibility is 10 miles. Dew point is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is 13 miles per hour from the east. The UV description is 0 out of 10. The barometer is 30 inches and falling, or rising. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Thank you very
Drop out
much.
of school.